Now, I believe this article came out a couple days ago. Yeah, this was actually, that was like 4 or 5 days ago. So this was September 14th. And I felt like this was interesting to talk about. I'm not going to spend too much time on this certain subject, but I feel like it's worth discussing. So give me 1 second here, you guys. Let me just share my screen. So this comes from Bleacher Report. And one of these names, obviously, we're going to go over in a little bit because he was just picked up today by the Sixers. But yeah, this does come from Bleacher Report. Ideal landing spots for NBA's top 10 current free agents. Now, again, this is just Bleacher Report's opinion. Take that as you will. So if you scroll down a little bit, first off, there's former Phoenix Sun Kelly Oubre, who we are going to talk about later. So you scroll down a little bit, and number 6 on the list is JaMychal Green. Now, I'll be real with you guys. You guys know I keep it real. I don't really know that much about JaMychal Green, besides the fact that he's been in the league a long time. And, I looked up some stuff today, in terms of numbers and his career and all that. And if I'm correct, I believe I'm correct when I say he hasn't even played a full season, unfortunately. I think his career has sort of been derailed by injuries, but he's not necessarily a terrible player either. He's been in the league a long time and can bring you a little bit of value. So here's what Bleacher Report is saying about JaMychal Green. Now, again, this is the ideal landing spots for the top 10 current free agents via Bleacher Report. And as you can see on the screen, let me zoom in a little bit. If you guys can read that, hopefully you guys can. Now, you guys know I suck at reading, but they have JaMychal Green going to the Phoenix Suns. And they say, even with a seemingly random off year in 2021-22, JaMychal Green has hit 37% of his three-point attempts over the last 5 seasons, yada, yada, yada. Didn't have a great season. I guess last year with the Nuggets. I don't even know how many games he played last year with the Nuggets, if I remember correctly. But they go on to say, take out that Nuggets campaign, and that mark climbs to 39% pretty much. That's an excellent mark for somebody who can play. Now, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about here. Now, and I highlighted it on the screen. There's an excellent, sorry, I can't read. Give me a second here, you guys. Let me catch my breath here. Okay, let's try that again. That's an excellent mark for someone who can play either the 4 or as a small ball 5. And his ability to drag opposing bigs away from the rim could come in handy for a Phoenix Suns team loaded with one-on-one scoring. I do like that. And then they also mention Devin Booker, Durant, Bradley Beal could all benefit from facing up against an open paint, which is what Green's shooting could provide. Now, he's 33 years old. They say he wouldn't take a ton of minutes away from DeAndre Ayton and, behind Drew Eubanks on that depth chart. But he brings an element neither of those big centers do. So again, sort of like with this DeAndre Ayton thing, sort of with, this JaMychal Green thing, none of this has, proof around it. There's no sources or anything. This is all just rumors. This is all just speculation, especially in Bleacher Report's case where, they're just going down the list of the best, at least 10 free agents, and where they would fit best. And according to Bleacher Report, I believe it's Andy Bailey believes that he would be a good fit with the Phoenix Suns. And when I first read this article and I was kind of doing a little quote research, if you will, about JaMychal Green, the first thing that popped into my head was, okay, he seems like he could be valuable here. I'm sure he would, serve Book and all them would love playing with him. But first off, to my knowledge, we don't have a roster spot for him. Now, sure, that could change after training camp. That could change after the preseason because you have to have your roster set, I believe. I think it's before preseason starts or at least after. You have to at least have 15 guys. Somebody could get cut, whatever the case may be, right? But as of right now, we do not have a roster spot. Now, if you ask James Jones, he will say, "Oh, we're always trying to look at, ways to improve the roster," but I don't see this happening right now. Again, it's probably possible. And heck, there's 9 other guys on this list, and maybe guys we're not even thinking of that could join the Suns later on. But as of right now, you guys, our roster is full. And let's be real. If you guys have been following Woj and Shams, there's going to be a lot of training camp deals. The Suns will probably bring 3 random players onto their training camp roster. It's going to happen. It could probably happen tomorrow. But as of right now, I don't see this as a possibility. Would I mind JaMychal Green on the Suns? I probably wouldn't mind him. I don't know how many minutes he would get. And I just wanted to confirm real quick. I just Googled him. So last year he played in 57 games. He's played in 544 career games. And if you go to his basketball reference page, which I'm on right now, he has not played a full season in the NBA. The most amount of games he's played, if I'm reading this correctly, 65. And that was all the way back in the 2018-19 season with the Raptors. And again, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know how he is on defense. We'll see. I don't know. But again, just a rumor. It just is what it is. It's just something to talk about, y'all. I think Bleacher Report did a nice job kind of summing that up or summarizing that up for us and all that. So we will see.
What's up, son?